there are more males than females in her family. I am sure going to get the son I so badly need with her, he said. In the heart of Awka, a vibrant town in Anambra State, Nigeria, lived a young man named Ndudi. Ndudi was from a humble background, the youngest of 5 siblings, and he was the only one in his family to pursue higher education. His parents worked hard, his father as a local carpenter and his mother selling vegetables at the market. They hoped that Ndudi's education would eventually uplift the family's circumstances. At the university, Ndudi met Odera, a young woman whose presence alone seemed to lit up the surroundings. Odera was smart, ambitious, and came from a slightly more comfortable family than Ndudi. Though her family wasn't wealthy, her parents were able to provide her with enough resources to make university life manageable. Despite her own modest means, Odera shared whatever she had with Ndudi, often bringing him snacks and lending him money for textbooks. Their friendship soon blossomed into love and they became inseparable. Both were deeply dedicated to their studies, spending hours in the campus library and attending long lectures together. They dreamed of a future where their love would grow alongside their careers, carrying them both beyond the boundaries of the university walls. When Odera graduated, she got a job before Ndudi, a modest job in Awka that allowed her to support herself and even lend a hand to Ndudi. She continued to help him, never once holding it against him, and he admired her even more for it. As soon as Ndudi found his first job, although small and barely enough to sustain him, he knew it was time to make Odera his wife. The love he felt for her had grown deeper with every act of kindness she showed, and he was determined to build a future together with her. The day he proposed, he didn't have much, but Odera accepted without a second thought. Their love, rooted in years of shared dreams and challenges, was all the wealth she needed. She took on most of the expenses for their wedding, much to the admiration of her family and friends, who saw her deep loyalty and belief in the man she loved. Their first years as a married couple were marked by joy and simplicity. They rented a small one-bedroom apartment in Awka, a space just big enough for their humble beginnings. Their days were filled with laughter, dreams, and hope for the future. Odera prepared meals in their tiny kitchen, which always smelled of her favorite spices. She made everything from okra soup to jollof rice, and every dish was filled with the same love and care she poured into her relationship with Ndudi. Their lives took on a new rhythm. Ndudi would rise early each morning, prepare for work, and bid Odera goodbye with a gentle kiss, after which Odera would prepare for her own job. 1 year into their marriage, their joy grew as Odera became pregnant with their first child. They were blessed with a beautiful baby girl, and their lives transformed with the arrival of their daughter, whom they named Adaeze, a name meaning princess. As they celebrated their daughter's birth, Ndudi was overjoyed. Proud to be a father, their small apartment became a little more cramped with a baby crib and bundles of baby clothes, but to them, it was filled with warmth and love. As the years passed, the couple welcomed 2 more daughters, each bringing joy but also adding new responsibilities. When their second daughter Chiamaka was born, Ndudi's happiness turned to quiet disappointment. The cultural pressure to have a male child began to weigh on him, especially as his family hinted at the importance of carrying on the family name. He tried to hide his frustration, but deep inside, a longing for a son grew. When their daughter arrived, his joy was overshadowed by disappointment. Odera noticed the shift in her husband's behavior. The loving man she had known slowly began to pull away, his warmth replaced by distant, strained expressions. In their small apartment, The walls felt narrower, the silence heavier. To make matters worse, Odera's company faced financial challenges, leading to layoffs. She lost her job, and though she was heartbroken, she was hopeful about Ndudi's career growth. He had recently secured a better paying job, and she felt reassured knowing that they would still be able to provide for their children. She clung to this hope, believing that despite the difficulties, their family would weather any storm. However, to her shock, Ndudi's attitude grew colder. He began to pull back even further, no longer showing interest in supporting the family. His focus shifted from his wife and children to his internal frustration. Every evening, he would return home and scold Odera, blaming her for not giving him a son. The love that had once shone in their eyes had dulled, replaced by resentment. Days turned into weeks, and the arguments between them grew. Ndudi's family, too, began to put pressure on him. They whispered into his ear, encouraging him to consider other options to secure a male heir. His mother, in particular, reminded him that the absence of a son would mean that his name would not continue, fueling his already growing frustration. One evening, while out with friends, Ndudi met Uzoma, a strikingly beautiful young woman with a vibrant personality. She was the only daughter among 8 siblings, all boys. Ndudi, influenced by his desperation for a son, believed that Uzoma's family background guaranteed he would have a male child with her. Since there are more males than females in her family, I am sure going to get the son I so badly need with her, he said. Soon, his relationship with Uzoma turned into an affair. Uzoma became pregnant, and Ndudi was thrilled to learn through a sonogram that she was expecting a boy. His excitement was palpable, and he wasted no time arranging a marriage with her. The once loving husband now saw Odera as an obstacle to his pursuit of a legacy. In a shocking fact, he threw Odera and their 3 daughters out of their home, forcing them to return to Odera's father's house. Heartbroken and betrayed, Odera struggled to adjust to her new reality. She soon discovered she was pregnant again, a revelation that stirred deep conflict within her. She didn't want to bring another child into a life filled with such pain. Odera considered ending the pregnancy, but her mother's gentle voice and warm embrace persuaded her to carry on. This child is a blessing, no matter the circumstances, her mother reassured her. She promised to help her with the child and support Odera through this trying time. In the weeks that followed, Uzoma's pregnancy progressed. Ndudi boasted to his friends and family that his long-awaited son was on the way. On the day Uzoma went into labor, excitement burst through the air. Ndudi was ready to embrace his new life as the father of a son. Yet, fate had other plans. Uzoma delivered a healthy baby girl. Ndudi was devastated and humiliated, left with the weight of his actions and a broken sense of pride. Meanwhile, Odera faced her own journey. At 7 months, she went into premature labor. After hours of struggling, she was delivered of a bouncing baby boy, the very son Ndudi had longed for. As she held her son, she felt a surge of love mixed with confusion. Her heart was torn between a desire to protect her child and a lingering pain from the betrayal she had suffered. Odera's family embraced the newborn, vowing to support her and her children. The baby required extra care, spending weeks in the hospital's neonatal unit. Odera visited her son every day, praying for his recovery. Slowly but surely, he grew stronger, filling her with a sense of hope and resilience. Word of Odera's son eventually reached Ndudi. who was gripped with regret and frustration. He pleaded to see his son, but Odera's family barred him, knowing the pain he had caused their daughter. Ndudi tried every means possible to reconcile, but Odera stood firm, requiring him to prove his sincerity. Finally, she agreed on one condition. She had to secure a new home, a fresh start for her and the children, leaving the past with Uzoma behind. Determined to make amends, Ndudi found a modest but well-furnished house and dedicated himself to restoring his family. He offered his former home to Uzoma as a parting gift, choosing to walk away from the life he had built with her. Over time, he showed Odera his commitment to rebuilding their relationship, his remorse genuine and his intentions clear. With time, Odera's heart softened. She had always known him as the man she once loved, and though he had faltered, his regrets and efforts to mend their family reached her. They reconciled, rebuilding their life with love, patience, and newfound respect. Just a year later, they welcomed another son, a symbol of their renewed unity and the strength they had found together. Ndudi spent the rest of his days honoring the family he had nearly lost, determined to be a better husband and father. The tale of their love, trials, and reconciliation became a tale all over Oka, a reminder of the power of forgiveness, patience, and humility. This is the end of the story. What lesson did you learn? For me, I go with the lesson that patience is a virtue. On the part of Ndudi, if only he had been patient, he would have still had what he wants. But it's important to note that the gender of a child does not matter. All children, irrespective of their gender, are priceless gifts from God. And it's important to remember that one day we're going to leave this world. By the time somebody leaves this world, it wouldn't matter whether he had all male children or all female children or a mix of the genders. What would matter would be the life the person is facing after eternity. And that deserves a lot of attention and preparation. I want to recommend to you the most important thing to pursue in this life, and that is to have a healthy relationship with God, so that in the life after here, one would have secured eternal life instead of eternal damnation. Please give your life to Jesus and make him the Lord of your life. Once you have this covered, then you're sorted out for life and life after life. Thank you very much for watching. We want to say a big thank you to all our subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing here. We really appreciate the support. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can know when our videos come up. And please do well to like this video and comment on the comment section. Tell us where you're watching from. We wish to know what part of the world you're watching from, and so we can connect with you. And please share this video with family and friends. From here at Zizy's African Tales, we love you all so much. Remain blessed and prosper in all you do. Until the next video, bye-bye.